Welcome to Youth on the Block. Of course, my name is DJ Frazy, as you know already, and right now I talk to Alex Chanda, who is a software developer or software engineer, and he works at the Copperbelt University. So, good afternoon, man. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, man. How are you?
I'm okay. Yeah. So, without further ado, we just want to find out who Alex Chanda is.
Okay. So my names are Mlenga Alex Chanda. Yeah, I'm 32 years old. Yeah, I'm a software developer for the Copperbelt University. I live here in Kitwe. Yeah, so growing up, we lived in Lusaka. My dad passed on when I was 8 years old. Then after that, we moved to Ndola. Yeah, so we're raised by my mother, single mother. There's three of us in my family. There's me, my elder sister, and my young sister. I'm sandwiched in between. And yeah, I grew up in Ndola.
So now, what inspired you to become a software engineer?
What inspired me to become a software engineer? So what inspired me was growing up, I really loved video games. Like, I still love video games. And as a kid, I kept asking around, how do I make video games? How do we do this? So the moment I was told you have to learn programming, you have to be a software developer, for me that was it. I knew exactly what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So growing up, I always had it. I wanted to do computer science and all. Then the passion was to make video games, but I found myself stuck building websites because, a man's gotta eat. Video games don't bring much money at the moment. Yeah.
Okay, so now, how easy or how hard is it to become or to be a software engineer in Zambia?
Being a software engineer isn't that difficult. You just need to have a passion. Most of these things are just passion. I can only imagine someone like, say, Michael Jackson. I'm sure singing was easy for him. So if you have a passion for software, if you really know what you want to do, it becomes pretty much easy.
And then also, I'd like to know in terms of the Zambezi Lessons, how did it come into play? How did that idea of coming up with this great platform come up?
The way Zambezi Lessons started off by default, it's a small funny story. I was living with my elder sister at the time, and we get home and she told me to help her son, my nephew. She was like, please help him study. So I'm like, okay, I can help him. He's my boy, let me help him out. So by helping him study, I would have to write questions down. It would take me 20 minutes to write these questions, and it takes him a minute to answer. And then he comes back. He's like, I want more. So I'm like, okay, I'll help you because I love you. So I do it again. I try to do it faster. So it takes me 15 minutes. And it takes him a minute to answer. And he comes back. He's like, I want more. I'm like, this won't work. So that's how I built him this little program. I'm like, here, I've added questions. Go do this. And he loved it. So he started using it. Then the idea came when his cousins came over. So they want to play. He's like, no, I have to study first. They're like, study where? So he shows them. And I see all the kids, they're all there on the computer, they're watching him. And they're like, no, it's my turn. And they start moving each other. And I'm observing this.
Yeah.
So this one pushes. They're like, no, we need to know how many scores you get. And one of them goes and he gets a paper and a pen, and they start keeping scores of what each other are doing. And right there, light bulb. Yeah.
Then what is this platform all about? Is it all about questions and answers, or there are other things attached to it?
Zambezi Lessons now been around for a while. That was 2016 when we started. So we've been there about 6 years. So first it was just a simple quiz platform where we just had questions. But over the years, it's evolved. Now we hold extra lessons there. We have different types of games. We hold different types of competitions. Every year we hold at least 2 competitions, we call them races. So we have a maths competition that starts at the beginning of the month. It closes at the end of the month. Then whoever has the highest points at the end of the month wins a prize. So there's quite a lot to do there now.
And what other activities are you doing as Zambezi Lessons?
Okay, so we recently came out of a competition month. So we had 2 competitions. That was last month. We had 2 winners, a grade 5 and a grade 6. Yeah, each winner won a 1,000 kwacha shopping voucher. Yeah,
that's a grade what?
A grade 5 and a grade 6.
1,000 kwacha.
Yeah, they won a 1,000 kwacha shopping voucher. Yeah, so we had a sponsored voucher. They had to pick They got to pick between Mobile City, ShopRite, Pick and Pay, and Game.
I would like to know like how the future looks as Zambezi Lessons. What do you plan for Zambezi Lessons, and also what do you plan as a software engineer?
So two of the plans that we really have for Zambezi Lessons is, one, would really like it to turn into a full-blown academy, because the way it is, it's no longer just a platform, but it's a portal, and you find almost every big institution out there in the world, at their center, they have a system. So with Zambezi Lessons, we actually noticed to say, look, down the road, we could actually have an academy. We would want to have from grade 1 to university, and we know we can achieve that because we have a system. So that's one of our biggest goals as a company. So the second one, what we've discovered on Zambezi Lessons, we created, the same way we mentioned we have competitions. So we created this specific kind of competition, which we call a league. Now, in this league, as children study, they earn badges, they rank up. So what we discovered is this could actually become a whole new sport, like an online studying sport, where you can categorize them to say, okay, there's a copper belt, in copper belt there's this section, there's Kitwe section. So you can have different type of games at town level, at provincial level, at national level. So we really want that sport to become something, the way we have NBA, the way we have FIFA, we have Wimbledon. We would like a Zambezi Lesson sport because we've done it, it's worked, now we just need it to grow.
Thank you so much, and thank you for inspiring, that child out there, that youth out there, who wants to be a software engineer just like you.
All right, no, thank you so much for your time too. Thank you so much.